Okay. Wild turkey noises. Check. Live stream going. Check. All right. We're doing something different today. Barabo llama in the house. Let's see if we make things exciting. We are going to be checking out some politics stuff. We're giving this politics stuff a try. Going to be diving into doing some fact checking, some truth seeking, some X diving, etc. So, without further ado, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. I messed with my audio settings a little bit. I hope they're not too terrible. Okay, so I'm going to check out a post that got shared with me on, let's see, Facebook. I'm not going to spoil who shared it with me, but I stumbled upon it. It wasn't even explicitly shared with me, to be honest. I just, it was in my feed. So this guy, Devon Eriksen, is a sci-fi author, engineer, sharpshooter, part-time Daemon Prince of Tzeentch, which for all the nerds, non-nerds out there, I should say, I think that means he plays Warhammer 40k or just regular Warhammer, both. Anyways, fairly confident that's a Warhammer reference. Nerd shout out. I used to play Warhammer actually back when I was in like middle school. It's fun. I like painting miniatures. I got too many hobbies, but it'd be fun if I could maybe find a little bit of time to get back to painting miniatures. Hold up. I already got a suggestion. Yeah, shit. Oh, it's saying my bit rate is too low. I wonder if something's sucking up my internet. Okay. Whoops. Sorry for that. That's super weird. It's saying my audio bit rate is low. It's really weird. Okay. Awkward. All right. Anyways, we're going back to Mr. Eriksen. He says he's not a cat. Don't know if we trust him. His profile picture is a cat. Let's see. I actually just joined X recently just to start diving into all this stuff so that I can read some posts and then dive into sources from there and, do the sleuthing thing. So let's see if we can find this post. Also, if anybody watches this playback, please in the comments recommend some royalty-free background music that would be pleasing to the ears while I do this kind of stuff. Please and thank you. Really likes that cat avatar. Ugh. I went too far back. Hold up. It's sandwich. Did he delete it? No shot. All right, let's see if we can search. No, no shot. He deleted it. Oh, in that case, let's see if we can just read some of the ridiculous things this guy posts. Just for kicks. Because straight white men built a lot of things which they now own because they built them. Other people who didn't build that want those things. So straight white men must be demonized to provide an excuse to rob them. Oh my god. The reductiveness of statements like those is just mind blowing. Mind blowing. The richest man on earth is dismantling the organization that feeds the poorest children on earth. Only a retard, a thief, or a retarded thief needs $1 billion to feed a child. Make it make sense. I don't think they're just talking about one child. Well, the good news is can't find the post. I actually saved it, screenshotted it from my Facebook feed. Okay, let's see. Drive. Nope. That's me playing or shooting archery. Whoops. All right, found it. Nope. Come back. Come on. Oh, okay, that might be the last one. Hold on. Getting closer. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Well, still no viewers, so it's not like I'm writing anybody's patience. Let's see if we can read this. I don't know if anybody can see it. But here we go. Interesting read. Reposted. Have you ever wondered how politicians become wealthy in a very short period of time? Question mark. This is worth reading every word. The evidence on X is overwhelming. All right. I'm already going to interrupt myself and say I really am not a fan that people are, unironically to use the word again, overwhelmingly using X as their source for evidence. Like, X is just a social platform where people post stuff. You know, there's so much more to verification beyond just X. So that's what we're going to kind of do or attempt to do for a little bit today. From Devon Eriksen on X. Here's what Elon Musk is doing with DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, and why he's doing it that way. First of all, also, let's go back. Hold up. With the first claim, have you ever wondered how politicians become wealthy in a very short period of time? I don't know much, I will admit. That's why we're doing this. But I was unaware that politicians get wealthy in short periods of time through politics most of the time, if not all the time. I feel like that's like we're angry at career politicians. Like that's the whole point is they're fighting the establishment, and they're saying they don't like career politicians and they're corrupt and this, that, and the other, but yet they also hate the people getting wealthy and politicians getting wealthy in a short amount of time. So I just get confused sometimes. So we'll start with that too. So here's what Elon Musk is doing with Doge and why he's doing it that way. First of all, he's fully aware that for the past 20 years or so, a gang of thieves has replaced the U.S. federal government and is wearing it as a skin suit. So, sweet broad blanket statement that says, he's fully aware, and apparently for the past 20 years, or just, I guess he's recently been aware and has said that it's taking place over the past 20 years. Again, just among clear writing. A gang of thieves has replaced the U.S. federal government and is wearing it as a skin suit. The entire U.S. federal government, it's a lot of people. It's representatives, senators, etc. And it's wearing it as a skin suit. Also don't exactly know what that means, so. But I don't think he wants to belabor that point out loud because a lot of people haven't realized this yet, and it'll sound like a loony conspiracy theory until they do. Probably will. So he decided to show them. That's what targeting USAID is about. When you have to eat an elephant, the way you do it is, quote unquote, one bite at a time. But there are some very specific reasons why he selected USAID as the first bite. USAID, you see, is a slush fund. Way back in the days when okay, I guess we'll stop there too. I don't exactly know what the explicit definition of a slush fund is. So we're going to do this. And let's see. Slush fund definition. Okay, dictionary definitions from Oxford Languages. Probably not a decent source. Slush fund, a reserve of money used for illicit purposes, especially political bribery. Okay, so that's already some really big claims, saying that the entire USAID is a slush fund. So all of USAID is used for illicit stuff and bribery. None of it's good. It's basically already out the gate their claim. So I guess also, let's see, what is USAID? I need to get a better thing to fucking type and do my mouse stuff on. Okay, let's just go to the website. You know, people can argue that the people that wrote it are crooks and thieves and disgusting people, but might as well start here. Okay. Okay, maybe we won't start here. I guess. Again, Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a starting place. We're starting here at Wikipedia. We will go from Wikipedia to other sources, probably, hopefully. We doing our job right. Let's see. The United States Agency for International Development is an independent agency of the United States government that is primarily responsible for administering civilian foreign aid and development assistance. USAID is established in 1961 by JFK, unites several existing foreign assistance organizations and programs under one agency. Statute law places USAID under the direct authority and policy guidance of the Secretary of the State. It implements programs in global health, disaster relief, socioeconomic development, environmental protection, democratic governance, and education. With an average annual disbursements of about $23 billion since 2001, USAID is one of the largest official aid agencies in the world and accounts for more than half of all U.S. foreign assistance, the highest in the world in absolute dollar terms. USAID has missions in over 100 countries, primarily in Africa, Asia, Latin America, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe. Okay, so it would make sense. I don't like it, but it makes sense why people would be concerned about money going overseas, especially when it says it has emissions. I know that's kind of a triggering word for a lot of people. As cool as some of the stuff that the United States does. Okay, so anyways, that establishes a base level understanding of what USAID is supposed to be. And so let's continue reading. Let's try and open the next one. All right, let's see. A general fund. Let me. All right, fuck off. All these are fucking out of order. Whoops. Okay, we'll try and keep this going as long as possible. Way back in the days when the grass was still green and the pond was still wet and the clouds were still clean, is he saying that, are you agreeing now that pollution is bad and the world is getting like, that the grass is like, are you agreeing with climate change? Are you on the side of climate change? Okay. So already, I just all over the place with these people. All right. Well, we're just going to ignore that reference. And the song of the Swomy Swans rang out in space. What is the song of Swomy Swans? All right. We're doing this. Oh, the reference to the Lorax? Is that it? Okay. Of course. Okay, so he's like, yeah, so super woke, all right? So we established that this guy likes Elon Musk, thinks what he's doing with DOGE is based, but also super woke for the environment. When the U.S. federal government was a real elected government. Okay, so again, massive claim that all of the federal government is not a real elected government anymore. Let's see. Just to reestablish my base knowledge. Okay, we're gonna just double check. The U.S. federal government is the national government of the United States. It's made up of three branches: legislative, executive, and judicial. This is AI overview, by the way, just transparent. The Constitution establishes the structure of the federal government and limits its power. Let's see. Okay, so is it my understanding that the federal government is all three branches of government? Okay, legislative, executive, and judicial. So even though they're cheering for electing Donald Trump and all that stuff, I guess not admitting that none of it is none of them are okay. Yeah, all right. Interesting claims. So all of the U.S. federal government is not a real elected government anymore. The houses of Congress have the power of the purse. They set the federal budget. Supposedly that's not what they do anymore. Let's see. Congress federal budget. Let's see. Does Congress set federal budget? Yes, Congress sets the federal budget through a series of legislative actions. Okay, so apparently, as according to the quote-unquote law, which we all know may or may not matter anymore, all right, I was just checking my stream. Getting weird. It's like healthy, not healthy, healthy, not healthy. Blech. Okay, fuck off. All right, so supposedly, according to whatever the law still exists, that Congress still decides the budget. The problem with this, from the standpoint of a thief, is Representative Thomas Massie, or someone like him. There's one or two in every Congress. Thomas Massie. Okay, he is U.S. Representative. Republican. Cool. Okay. So, don't understand why you're pissed at him. If you want to put some kickback or patronage or theft in the congressionally approved federal budget as a line item, then he's going to find it as he and his staff comb through that bill. Oh, I guess they like Thomas Massie. Okay. And he's going to get up in front of Congress and the press and tell everyone about it, and then the opposition party, whichever that happens to be, is going to pile on because they smell blood in the water, and it's going to get canceled, and you're going to be embarrassed. It's just all narrativization. Nothing substance. There's like no substance. No like actual examples. No already. Like we're just second page in. No actual examples. No nothing like that. Okay? So, just, God, how these people speak is insane. All right, you need a way to hide your expenditure of federal tax dollars. So how do you hide a rock in a gravel pit? How do you hide a man in a crowd? I like all this just like vague, mysterious woo shit. And how do you hide a fraudulent expenditure in a general fund? Again, just another big reference, slush fund, general fund. So we're making big claims that all of USAID is just fraudulent, illicit, slush fund, general fund. Not good. Okay, so last one was in a general fund. I think this might actually be cool, the next one. Yeah. Okay. So here's what you do. With the help of friendly presidential administrations, what do they mean by friendly presidential administrations? Friendly to what? You create a bunch of agencies with names like the Federal Bureau of Saving Cute Puppies with Waggy Tails. I like puppies. Who doesn't like puppies? I guess that's the point. These are normally Nominally. These are nominally part of the executive branch, handling detail work, but they are staffed by hired and therefore not elected bureaucrats, and they are funded in lump sums by a single line item in that budget. Okay. I'm going to stop there with that claim because I don't know exactly what that means, so we're going to find out. So, with help of administrations, bunch of agencies, nominally part. Okay, so they again claiming that USAID agency executive branch. Okay, WDSU.com. All right, go to this website. It's a news website, New Orleans, Louisiana. Get the facts. Trump is dismantling. Let's see. I know there's a hotkey to find, but freaking F me. Was it Control F? Cool. What? Where is executive? Okay, executive branch. F me. All right, it's saying branch is right here, but I don't see the word branch. See? Okay, here we go. Oh. Indeed, an analysis from the Congressional Research Service notes that because Congress established USAID as an independent agency within the executive branch, congressional authorization would be required to abolish, move, and consolidate USAID. Okay, so according to Congressional Research Service, let's dive into that. Let's see, what does the Congressional Research Service do? See USA.gov. The Congressional Research Service serves the Congress throughout the legislative process by providing comprehensive and reliable legislative research and analysis that are timely, objective, authoritative, and confidential, thereby contributing to an informed national legislature. Okay, so sounds pretty official, but again, massive claims that just all these agencies are just like effed from the inside out. But you know, all stuff voted by Congress, established by Congress, all voted representatives and Congress people. But apparently, that's again the claim, is they're not voted in somehow, even though I go vote. I don't know about y'all, but I go vote. Okay, but apparently, let's see. So, but apparently USAID is not, just, I don't understand, like, we're not a pure democracy. We don't literally vote on every single like member of government. I mean, people want to, they can yell about it, I guess, is what they're doing now. But I don't even think that people care enough to want to vote for all those people. But I could be wrong. They'd probably say they probably would argue with me, I bet. Okay. Again, with this funded in lump sums by a single line item in that budget. Okay, so, I mean, I guess we'll dive into the budget at some point. But basically saying that, like, all these it's just insane claims. Insane, just wild claims. Now, you don't have a whole bunch of $50K for a transgender opera troupe in Bangladesh items, even though that's apparently the claim, I think. We'll have to look about that. Let's see. You have one item, which is $50 billion for the Federal Bureau of Saving Cute Puppies with Waggy Tails, which I don't remember being a light item. But I could be wrong. We'll see. And if Thomas Massey starts asking questions, you act shocked and outraged and demand to know why he wants cute puppies to die. I mean, you know, that's kind of how y'all talk. Or I guess the other side, I should say. Conservatives. I feel like they pearl clutch so hard. Holy Christ, do they pearl clutch. It's insane. Like, what was it? When, you know, Trump almost got shot. I guess I shouldn't say almost got shot. You know, got nicked in the ear, unfortunately, I guess. I don't condone that kind of behavior. Don't like it. Don't think it makes for a healthy democracy or a healthy political environment or even like communal national environment. I don't like it. I don't like it. But Jesus, I don't know if anybody remembers the freaking pearl clutching. Let me. Let's see. See if we got any. Can get any. Piers Morgan. Action. Nope, not Dan Bilzerian. Definitely don't want to listen to that freaking moron. Well, I was hoping I could find a good clip of the Destiny. Oh, yeah, let's see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. My man, D-Man.
I mean is I lean towards seeing it as a natural extension of the thing Trump and the MAGA kids support. So I don't think I have much sympathy about the attempt enough to chastise people celebrating. You couldn't find it in your heart to chastise people for celebrating the near assassination of a man who was president of the United States and maybe again?
Absolutely not. Conservatives have completely bled that well dry. And the idea that they, after engaging in the most divisive and most extreme rhetoric that this country has seen in recent history, that they would come on and beg for sympathy, that it's escalated into some kind of violent confrontation is absolutely insane. I don't think anybody should be killed. I don't think anybody should go out and kill anybody. But when you engage in this type of rhetoric and when you turn the temperature up over and over and over and over again, there is absolutely no room for you to be shocked or surprised. And there certainly isn't room for you to ask for sympathy.
But but Destiny, you say you don't want anybody killed, and yet you say, I don't think I have much sympathy about the attempt to chastise people celebrating it. People celebrating the near assassination of Donald Trump. If you can't find it in you to chastise people who do that, aren't you just as despicable as the people you've just spent the last 2 minutes haranguing?
No, because they've
Yes,
led
he
the
is.
way. This is the environment that they've created.
So you just
if
so
somebody,
you think
Okay. You guys get the point. But yeah, it's just the pearl clutching is insane. Okay, let's see. So what is all this money actually for? Another big claim incoming. Well, it's for stealing. You give it to companies owned by you. You do silly things. You give it to companies owned by you. It's for stealing. Give it to companies owned by you. You give it to companies owned by your friends. I guess they're talking about politicians to do silly things. You give it to publishing companies to do silly things, and then later when you leave office, they give you a $65 million book deal for an autobiography no one's going to read. Again, just as we can tell, just completely devoid of any substance, not actually naming any real people or anything like that are not calling out any names or anything like that. Let's see. See if we can find anything. $65 million book deal, Congress. Got an article from 2017. So, woo! Real hot on the tails of current events. You know, with that almost 8 years ago. March 2nd, yeah, literally almost 8 years ago. March 2017. 65 million. Just Obama. Oh my God, these fucking... Obama lives in these people's heads rent free. Holy shit. Okay. You give it to Wall Street firms to do silly things, and then they regularly pay you $250,000 to come give 20-minute speech. You give it to... You give it to literally anyone to do silly things. Basically, all silly things, just silly things. I love how the verbiage also, like, as like toxic and disgusting as it is, also just trivializes all of this stuff at the same time. Like, it's just silly, all silly things. These silly things that we say are disgusting and are ruining the world and that we need to destroy, and like all this like USAID good stuff that apparently like is done around the world that we need to destroy and is disgusting, is wasting our money. It's just silly. It's all just silly things. Just fucking so weird. And they make a donation to your private charitable foundation. So basically, it's just like all these things like that. See, I don't know if I have problems with like I guess that's a lot of money for a book deal, but like F me, I don't know. Like it just none of it sounds nefarious, even like when they put it like that. Like I don't know. I guess they would say I'm just brainwashed by the system, the establishment. Let's see. Or they put your cousin on the board of directors for $500,000 a year to do 2 hours of work a month. Hold on. They must be, I know, even though, got it. I know they're not naming names, but I got it. I know he's not a cousin. I mean, I know he's somebody's cousin. Must be Jared Kushner they're talking about. Let's see. Okay, I know we're starting at Wikipedia again. Let's go. Jared Kushner, American businessman and investor. Sounds like the establishment. Sounds like the donor class. Ooh. See, son-in-law, of course, of Donald Trump. Marriage through Ivanka. Served as a senior advisor to his father-in-law's first administration from 2017 to 2021. Is also the director of the Office of American Innovation. What is the Office of American Innovation? All right, let's check the... Ooh, viewer, hello, what's up? let's see. Office of American Innovation was an office within the White House office that existed from 2017 until 2021 during the Trump administration. Under Kushner, the office's purpose was to be the liaison between the White House and the American tech industry as part of an effort to reform the federal bureaucracy by applying pragmatic business principles. All right, so Kushner is involved with the tech industry as a liaison. Let's see, establishment. Let's see, is this one of these like agencies that this dude was just talking about? Is like nefariously established? Are we talking about Jared Kushner? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Well, let's keep going. See the common theme? Question mark. Wait. Yeah. Doing silly things. Because it doesn't really matter what the tax dollars are paying for. It matters who the tax dollars are being paid to. It's obscure, it's circuitous, but at the end of the fiscal year, it all makes its way into someone's pocket. Again, just massive claims, no substance, no examples, no nothing. And everyone who's part of the network gets a taste. Just basically this giant, just like stories, just painting this just massive narrative with absolutely no substance. Now, these bureaucratic agencies, I guess like the one we were just looking at, Office of American Innovations, are nominally under the control of the president, but in reality, they start to have a power base of their own. This is because their money comes from Congress, so it's not easy to turn off the tap, and the head of each agency has to be approved by the Senate, so let's get the next one. So we had to hit the ground running before the Federal Bureau of Saving Cute Puppies with Waggy Tails could rally its behind-the-scenes power to get in his way. All right, so the cute waggy tail puppy thing is super nasty, super bad, totally ruining the world at this point, according to this dude. So, puppy's bad, even though he wants us to believe it. He doesn't even think puppies are bad. With all that behind-the-scenes power. Let's see, go to the center of power, follow the money, cut off the money, work around the clock. Just cut off the money. Yeah. Oh, I'm having trouble breathing. Just cut off my oxygen. Bleh. Having trouble drinking water. Never again. Can't ever drink liquid. Fuck that. Done. Let's see, but he also knew that DOGE would be talked about intensely. I don't know. Is we still talking about Musk all this time later? But he also knew that DOGE would be talked about intensely in its first few days and weeks, and these would set the tone for the rest of the 4-year term. Also, let's go on doing the thing. Let's see what good old Wikipedia has to say about good old DOGE at this point. You know, let's see what the Department of Government Efficiency. There we go. All right. Let's see, the Department of Government Efficiency, officially the U.S. DOGE Service Temporary Organization, is a temporary organization under the United States DOGE Service, formerly known as the United States Digital Service. Despite its name, DOGE is not a cabinet-level department of the United States government. So, okay. So, the organization was created by an executive order by President Donald Trump. These fucking EOs, dude. Don't get me started on that shit. All right, the organization was created by an executive order by President Trump on January 20th, 2025, and is scheduled to end on July 2026. DOGE's stated purpose is to reduce wasteful and fraudulent federal spending and eliminate excessive blah, 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 blah. An executive order established it, so it's like, I don't... Is this just completely unprecedented? Unprecedented? Something like this? I'm assuming yes. Okay. So it's not a nefarious organization because we trust super politician Donald Trump and, you know, his ability to just know better and put, you know, even though it's a same thing, just different people, whatever, in my opinion. But let's see. If it gained public support fast, any sort of defense or the status quo would be seen as evidence of corruption. So he had to gain goodwill fast and discredit the opposition. Coming off the election momentum of a hugely popular incoming president is great, but it is not enough to carry support for a full 4-year audit of the entire federal budget. He needed a target that would generate goodwill right away. Some federal departments, like the IRS and the ATF, are very unpopular, but there's a better choice: USAID. Why? Because USAID is a special, maximally unaccountable small projects slush fund. Again, back to this claim of it being a slush fund. He knew that when his team wrenched the lid off it, the sheer ridiculousness of some of these small projects would frame the public discussion of exactly as it needed to be framed. So, I'm sure everyone's heard in the news, all this stuff. Let's see. List of USAID spending line items. Let's see if they can just call them line. Let's see if they call them line items in the news. All right. Let's see. News, KUTV. Good old KTV, good old Taylor Fishman National News Desk. Oh, of course. Here we go. Fucking rock and roll. More X news. Yes. References to X. I go to a fucking... God, kill me in a video game. Fucking go to a fucking news website thinking it's more official, and they send me to a fucking X post. Holy shit. All right, Caroline Levitt, whatever, got asked why USAID is getting shut down, and she stunned them by giving them a lecture about where the money's been going. $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia. I like this also, just like super umbrella DEI term. I saw a post the other day, I can't remember on what platform, basically saying like, I think people should be made to say DEI out loud when they don't say they don't like it. Say like, I don't like diversity, equity, or inclusion. It sounds better that way. It sounds more honest. Let's see. Serbia, 70,000, production of DEI musical, 47,000 for trans opera in Colombia, 32,000 for a trans comic book in Peru, etc. Let's see. Oh, it's only a 45-second clip. Let's go.
Here's
all right.
The reason why Elon Musk and others have been taking a look. Because if you look at the waste and abuse that has run through USAID over the past several years, these are some of the insane priorities that organization has been spending money on. $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap, and I know the American people don't either, and that's exactly what Elon Musk has been tasked by President Trump to do, to get the fraud, waste, and abuse out of our federal government. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so it's my understanding that if it's congressionally approved stuff, it needs to be congressionally. I mean, I think we've already gone through the process, if I'm correct, of looking at all that like USAID spending is congressionally approved. We vote for our congresspeople. If you like, the system works slowly. I get it. And I know it doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make a lot of people happy sometimes that it works as slow as it does. But fucking Christ, you can't just like destroy our systems just because you just don't like the way it does, not doing things that you just don't like. At least that's my opinion. Fuck me. Now, the debate has become not a difference of opinion on how much oversight agency spending should undergo or whether Musk was the one to do so, but a difference of opinion on whether taxpayers should foot the bill for a $1.5 million effort aimed at empowering women to adapt to climate change in northern Kenya. Like, the way all this stuff reads is just like, we need to stop giving shit about every other fucking country in the world. Like, walk and chew gum at the same time, yo. Fucking Christ. Try defending that. Just try. Seriously? Easy. Fucking all these people need help. I would be hard pressed to know if I guess we have to dive at some point later, maybe, and actually see if we can read some of these programs that should be these spending should be public. And I want to see how this spending is worded. I really want to see what this DEI and Serbia initiative reads like on paper. I am super curious to see what these transgender opera things read like on paper. I'm curious if it's explicitly oh, transgender opera money, which I guess fine either way, but also at the end of the day, that shit could also, from my experience reading some of this stuff, it could also read that oh, there are money being provided for opera companies and they are not allowed to discriminate against certain peoples if they want to join the opera company, which again, in my mind, doesn't read those read like two different things. So again, just the narrativization is wild. But they have to. Why? Question mark. Because this isn't just about turning the money faucet off. It's about people going to jail. Again, fucking Christ, are we serious? We just came off of 4 years of at least 4, if not 8 years, I guess. Yeah, if we're being fuck being charitable. At least 8 years of Trump bitching and moaning, and all the conservatives bitching and moaning about political opponents being targeted and how the DOJ and none of that stuff should be used to target political opponents. And now Kash Patel has an enemies list, quote unquote. We can verify that if people want. We can read into him. I watched some of his confirmation hearing. Jesus Christ, that man just did not answer almost any question, it felt like. But we can dive into that at some point, maybe, or we'll see. We'll see if he gets back into the news soon. Hey, but yeah, it's about people going to jail. What a ridiculous thing to say. I want to see where anything illegal has happened. I still have yet to read about anything being illegal. These people fussing about how Elon Musk has access to your social security number through OPM, as if what is OPM? Oh, what? All right, as if OPM hadn't leaked these same numbers to criminals years ago, but aren't trying to defend the slush fund again? Slush fund. We haven't proved how any of this is illegal, any of this is illicit, any of this is supposed to be a slush fund. At least I haven't seen anything. Correct me if I'm wrong again. Oh, what did I just want to look up? Fuck me. OPM. What the fuck is OPM? Okay, United States Office of Personnel Management. Is this the other fucking DOGE organization? What is this? United States Office of Personnel Management is an independent agency of the United States government that manages the United States Federal Civil Service. The agency provides a federal human resource policy oversight and support and tends to healthcare, life insurance and retirement benefits. OPM is headed by a director who was nominated by the president as of January 20th. Oh, so this another one of these organizations that I guess were supposed to be demonized, but I guess we like them now because somebody that was appointed by Donald Trump is now in charge. So fuck yeah, now this fucking shit's based. Super based. Charles Ezell, acting director. Okay. Also, none of this like seems to support why anybody would actually want Elon to have access to our social security numbers. Just don't get it. But again, bam, another great point. Fuck me. This shit about like, oh, like we're doing something bad. This bad thing we're doing, y'all already did it. So kick rocks. It's like, I don't know if we did that bad thing. And are you like defending the bad thing you're doing? Like none of this is a defense of the Social Security thing or OPM doing what it's doing currently or anything like that. Okay, the slush fund is gone. They know that. They're trying. Okay, so now we've gone from it's all a slush fund, it's all a slush fund, it's all ridiculous, it's all silly, it's all a slush fund, it's all just gross like organizations, even though like these organizations that have people appointed by like Donald Trump are super fucking based and like, oh, we like them. But we're not going to talk about that. Like, yeah, we've gone all through that, yet to find any substance of anything criminal, anything illicit. No proof. Any of this is a slush fucking fund. See, slush fund is gone. They know that. They're trying to generate enough counter momentum to avoid going to federal prison. We just earlier we just said jail. Okay, again, what is this weird disconnect? We just like all like again with the like, oh, it's all just silly, it's all just ridiculous, all just silly, silly, all these silly things. They need to go to jail. They need to go to federal prison for all these silly things. I just, don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right. Okay. We can make it. This is because their money comes from Congress. So it's not easy to turn off the tap. And the head of each agency has to be approved by the Senate. So it's not easy to dig into each agency and fire the careerists aiding the corruption. Okay. Senate appointed heads of agencies versus president appointed. Let's see if this prompt does anything. Like, why is the... Oh, okay. Director nominated. Okay, that's right. That's right, duh. That's what all these stupid fucking confirmation hearings are. For all these people passing through the fucking Senate or something, I think I'm right. God, I should have fucking... Oh, my. I wish this country focused more on stupid civic education. But that's where we're doing it now. We're doing it now. Let's see. Are they... So, Senate confirmation hearings. Right. Senate confirmation process. Trump... Okay, that's what's going on right now. Duh. Okay. See, we're kind of getting there. We're kind of fucking figuring shit out. So, all right. Well, at least we're figuring out how the government works. I don't know where this fucking idiot got his ideas of how the government works from, other than just QAnon. But I digress. Okay, this is because their money comes from Congress, so it's not easy to turn off the tap, and the head of each agency has to be approved by the Senate, so it's not easy to dig into each agency and fire their careerists aiding the corruption, even though it seems like all of these Trump-nominated appointees pretty much are getting confirmed and going through, so I don't know what they mean by, like, it's hard. Doesn't seem fucking hard right now. Couple that with Congress delegating regulatory powers to agencies and courts deferring to their judgments, and now you have a fourth branch of the federal government with the powers of all three, whose whole job to loot the treasury. Just what is that claim even? Fourth branch of the deep state. Okay. Couple that with Congress delegating regulatory powers to agencies. Yes, agencies do regulate things. Like, regulation is not, in my opinion, inherently a bad thing. Can be, cannot be. I don't know. I feel like I could just, so much things to just dive into with all this shit. It's just like, okay, do I have to prove? Do I have to debunk now, like, something as basic as, like, that regulation can be good? Like, you shouldn't just be able to, like, dump your toxic shit wherever you want. Like, we need, as bad as it is, we need to figure out, like, places to, like, dump it and, like, how much and shit like that. You shouldn't just be allowed to, like, create all kinds of, like, crappy toxic side product. Like, again, so, let's see, what was it? Another fucking hypocrite moment. Like, remember he was like, wrote all that base Lorax shit at the beginning about and fucking like the environment when like grass used to be greener and water used to be in ponds, and now he's like, regulation sucks. So I don't. What is this messaging? What is this messaging? Please, somebody in the comments, please clarify what this messaging is. I'm all ears. Really, really am. That's why all these quote unquote public servants who actually, I'm sorry, anyone besides Donald Trump and all of his appointees, nobody's actually trying to serve the public. Everybody's always trying to serve their corporate donor interests. Blech. See, on modest salaries are retiring as multimillionaires with 3 vacation homes, a huge stock portfolio, and a private jet. I'd be curious. I legit would be curious. Let's see. Even though, wait, weren't we just talking about like the Senate and how it's hard because the Senate has to confirm these people, and now like Congress is also bad because of regulation and like okay. Jesus, it's so hard to keep up with all the claims. It's so hard. Does anybody starting to understand what's so crazy about the media environment we're in now? It's crazy. At least I think it's fucking crazy. Okay, hold up. What were we looking at? Oh yes. How many Congress people own private jets? Is there an answer for that out there? Okay, here we go. December 2007 based. Let's see, X. Let's try X Congress people. X. Okay, Quora. Let's let's go. Super accurate source. Let's see. Ex-Congress people net worth. Bongress. LOL. Net worth of richest Congress members, October News Nation. God, fuck me. See, Wikipedia. We'll see what the source. Open Secrets. Nonprofit based in DC, tracks and publishes data. Campaign finance and lobbying. Ooh, dirty words, apparently. Including a revolving door database which documents individuals who have worked in both public sector and lobbying firms and blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's see. Kevin Hearn. Oh, surprise. Let's see. Republican. Oh, are we saying that 7 of the top 10 wealthiest Congress people are Republican? Holy shit. What? What a surprise. Not. All right. Yeah, I'm like, I wonder how many of these people like actually own jets. What's the other claim? Oh, stock portfolios. I mean, maybe some of them have huge stock portfolio. I mean, I shouldn't say maybe. Yes, definitely some of them have huge stock portfolios. Good for them. Like, you know, that could be shady. Who knows? We could look into that too. I'm not saying that's completely separate, but also just not every. I just don't think all of them, like, I feel like some of them are definitely in it to serve and represent. Like, fuck, that job seems like it sucks most of the time. Why the else would you fucking do it half the time? All right, let's see. Vacation homes, maybe 3 vacation homes. Like, I'm super curious how many of these people are fall into the category of, multi-millionaire, 3 vacation homes, huge stock portfolio, and a private jet. I wonder who's got all 4. I'm super curious. If anybody watches this video in the comments wants to point out if any of those fucking Republican motherfuckers actually fill that, check all those boxes, that would be fucking awesome. Let's see, because all that backsheesh is being spread. What the fuck is, what is this? Where did this dude learn how to talk? All right, let's see. Backsheesh. See, a small sum of money given as a tip, bribe, or charitable donation. Interesting. Tip and charitable donation don't sound bad, but bribes are bad. Weird that they categorize all the same. Bakshish is being spread around to everyone whose cooperation is required to make the scheme continue to run. So what happens when you elect a billionaire real estate developer who doesn't, I guess Donald Trump, right? Who doesn't need to loot the treasury and would rather have a boom economy to do real estate development in? Okay, what are we saying now? He wants to take the steel machine apart. The steel, like all the stealing that we still haven't substantially proved at all. And what happens when he appoints the richest man in the history of the known universe, the single least bribable? I don't know about that. I mean, I don't have any proofs he's ever taken any bribes, but Elon Musk seems to have a very fragile ego. And, I wouldn't be surprised to find out if he may or may not have taken a bribe or two in his life. So, let's see. Richest man in history, Elon the Musk. Least bribable man. Audit all the federal departments and stop the theft. Still, what theft? What theft? Crimes. I want to see crimes. I want to see proof of crimes, please. Other than all this fucking vague, weird, mystery speak bullshit. Well, Musk knows he's going to face fierce opposition, so he needs to get unstoppable political momentum and public support behind him fast. Is that the one I just had open? I think maybe this might be the next one. Let's see. Slush fund is gone. They know that. They are trying to generate enough counter momentum. Again, just a slush fund reference. Slush fund, blah, 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 blah. Trying to generate enough counter momentum to avoid going to federal prison. Federal prison again. Now think about what the deal with Nayib Bukele. Let's see if we can find him on X. There we go. Nayib Bukele. Who are you? El Salvador. What are you, president? Okay, president of El Salvador. Ugh, I hate this. I don't know anything really about El Salvador. I'll say that. But what is this like? Gushing over like other countries that probably aren't doing as well as us. Honestly, in my opinion. I don't even know what deal this dude's fucking talking about with Bukele. Anyways, but here's the thing. It's too early for DOGE to talk about indictments. Indictments! Okay, what do we go through? Like 5 or 6 pages at least of all this fucking shit slinging that it's like, people need to go to federal, right here, just federal prison, jail, federal prison, disgusting, for all this, again, on the opposite side of the spectrum, it's all just silly, but now, oh shit, we've gone like 5 or 6 pages with no substance, and here we go, fucking, checkmate move, I forgot about this one, it's too early to talk about it. It's just too early to talk about it. Holy shit. Of course. Duh. I'm like, duh. We just need to chill and wait for them to just figure it out. Yeah, okay. Duh. Okay. All right. Okay. We don't need to freak out. We're not freaking out. Y'all are freaking out. Okay. Oh, the evidence is being gathered. Oh, thank God. Thank fucking Christ. They're actually gathered. I am so curious to what this evidence is going to be and how it's going to be released and distributed on what platforms, from what mouths. So fucking curious. See, behind closed doors, names are going on again, I'm sorry. Did anybody we're talking about Kash Patel's hearing. I feel like they got asked about a list and he was like, I feel like he played stupid or something, or like said that, I don't know, unless we just like made up a list and whatever. I don't know why people think that, like, this fucking like denying. Oh, but names are going on lists. Definitely. I don't understand why. Some people are saying they aren't. Some people are saying they are. But the verbal public support needs to be there because we are... Jesus, I feel like fucking MAGA's a cult. It is there, unfortunately, because we are looking at possibly a huge number of arrests. Not just, again, arrests. Not just high-ranking careerists and appointed officials, but elected reps and senators. Who? Name names. Unless this idea is overwhelmingly popular, it would look like a power grab. Already does. And no one would pay attention for long enough to realize, hey, these people really are guilty. Of what? Again, no crime. I see no crime. Guilty of what? That part needs to come from us. Who's us? Every time someone in office or a federal job defends this stuff or calls DOGE a coup, we need to call for investigations. For what? Just random investigations? Fuck them. Like, are we just going full-blown McCarthyism again? Suggest they are involved. Ooh, there you go. See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Woo! Let's bring back McCarthyism, baby. Let's fucking go. Yeah, just fucking just say they are. Yeah, fuck it. Suggest they're involved. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, you're involved. Fuck it. Because they probably are. Nope. See? It's at least, all right. What are we, 7 pages in? At least we're getting more honest. We don't need substance. We don't need substance. Just say they are, because they probably are. They're probably doing some fucking shady shit. Just investigate them. Even, fuck it. You'll probably find something. Recommend they find a nice tropical island with no extradition treaty. This sounds like a threat. And pray they do, because when the first one breaks and runs, it's really over. Again, more threat. Just all this sounds very threatening. Very threatening. Doors names are going on lists. Already read that part. Let's see. Target them. Fucking holy shit. Target them personally. Make them so busy defending themselves that they have no energy left to defend the steel machine. This is what I fucking hate too. Fucking hated it when, fuck me. What was the, fuck me, dude. God, Piers Morgan just has so many freaking gems on his panel. Let's see if we can find the oh yeah, the ABC, let's see, ABC lawsuit. Come on. Remember when, I think it was the ABC lawsuit, when I think Trump was trying to sue ABC for defamation because of the quote unquote lack of distinguishment between forced sexual assault and rape. Basically, I can't remember who on ABC said it. The Donald Trump lawsuit, right? No, maybe. Let's see. Here's not Piers Morgan. Let's see. The jury didn't find him liable for rape. It's civil, not criminal, so there's no guilty verdict described, just financial liability. The judge added the liability for sexual assault after the jury said, no, it's totally sketchy and suspicious, but that's Democrats. So, again, completely, like, trivializing and all this fucking shit. Like, so basically he was found civilly liable for doing damages, for forcibly sexually assaulting a woman. And basically, can't remember who said it was rape, but like, instead, oh, yes, so they settled out of court like pretty quickly, and fucking Piers on one of these stupid panels was like giving him shit about, I wish I could find the clip, but basically giving him shit about like dropping the case, and was like, haha, the big win for Trump. And it's like, oh, here we go. Here's the confession. Like, here's every accusation is a confession, like for them, 1,000%. What is it? Personally, yeah, see, make them so busy defending themselves that they have no energy left to defend the steel machine. So yeah, they're basically saying like, oh, like, this is what they want to do. They want to do this. They want to, like, they have so much money, they can just drag them through stupid lawsuits and stupid investigations to just, like, waste people's times and just, like, not really do anything productive, just ruin people's lives, it seems. But they would just claim it's because the fucking establishment and the Democrats try to do it to them first. So it's just all fucking justifiable anyways, which is like, why even, like, why justify what you're doing if that's your defense? Anyways, meme them until they cry. We already get that you guys are full-blown memeing. Conservatives, MAGA are full-blown in the memes, all about the memes. If we haven't caught on yet, ta-da, there you go. There. Okay, so, sweet. All right, we're finally getting just like full-blown confessions. Thank God. I don't care. All right, fine. I'll take no evidence as long as we get confessions, just straight-up confessions. Thank you. Holy Christ. Then make memes about them crying. So yes, see, meme them until they cry, then make memes about them crying. Like there we go. There we go. Bam, gold. That's the gold nug right there already. And be sure to remind everyone that Politico had no revenue. It was just a propaganda puppet run with stolen. God, I'm already like exhausted to look into that claim. Okay. See, it was propaganda puppet run with stolen money. You're stolen money. Oh yeah, Politico did the. I don't even see what are they even talking about with Politico. Did Politico do the Twitter files? Oh no, Politico or right wing? I'm getting a text message. Maybe not. Okay. I know my partner's supposed to be home soon. So let's see if we can get through the rest of this just real quick. I think we only got one more. Nope. Hey. Are we done? Is that it? All right. Bow stuff. We'll fuck with like an archery stream or something one of these days. Okay, that was it. All right. Well, that was exciting. I hope we learned some stuff. I hope somebody watches this. Maybe inspires me to dive into more stuff. I think I don't know where I want to dive in from here, but I got the day off tomorrow, so maybe pull up the stream. I don't know if we're going to maybe do a gaming stream tomorrow, or if, I get some views and some comments on this video, fuck it. Give me another topic to talk about, people. Let's go. All right. Well, like, subscribe. Love you all. Fuck me. Just so everybody remembers again, was that dude Devon Eriksen. So you guys liked what he had to say, want to respond to anything that he had to say, please, by all means, go fucking talk to that dude. All right. I am the Barebow Llama. Hopefully this is the first in a long journey of creating some political content. Yeah. Peace. Love you. Rock and roll. Keep up the good fight. Let's fucking go. Let's get shit done. I guess last shout out, if anybody couldn't catch this, fuck, I'm a liberal as fuck. Tired of this lesser of two evils narrative and all that shit. Like, I side with the fucking Dems, dog. I got my issues. I think we can do things better in this country, but they get shit done. Okay? And I'm about getting shit done. So, let's get shit done. Everybody enjoy your week. Barebow Llama out.